Is sex position a sin in marriage, and what God has to say about it? We'll be right back. Welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to talk about sex positions. Is sex position a sin in marriage, and what God has to say about it? So there are so many questions. Christians have been asking many questions. I know that even you yourself, as you're watching, you've got a question about this. It's really sex position is good in the eyes of God? Is it sin? So there are so many questions around about this topic. And by the way, if it's for your first time to come across the channel, please subscribe and be part of this family. And there are so many exciting videos like this you are going to learn, which are going to impact your life. So this topic is very sensitive topic. We are all learning together. It's for marriage couples. It's not for single who have not get married. It's not for children. If you are kids, you are single out there, please go to other videos around. We've got other videos which you can watch, but this one is only for marriage couples. So we want to educate ourselves and to find out the answer what's about a sex position in marriage. All right. What God has to say about sex positions? We have been receiving a lot of emails coming to us about sex positions. Probably yourself, you might be asking question, you know, is it sex position a sin before God? And is it nature? Is it, you know, glorify God, or is ungodly? Those are questions which many Christians have been asking, and today we're going to talk about it. And before we go further, we're going to read in the book of Hebrews chapter 13. We'll read from verse 4.
So Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4, the Bible reads, "Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterers and all the sexual immoralities."
Marriage is honored by all, and even its bed should be kept pure. For God will judge the adultery and fornicator. So we want to know who is adultery and who are fornicator. So when we talk about fornicator, we talk about single man. A man and a woman who does not get married but involve himself in the sex activity. So he's a fornicator. We call them as a fornicator. And adultery is the a marriage man, a marriage woman who gets married, have got husband and wife, but involved into sexual immorality with somebody else, you know, apart from the husband. So that person or those group are adultery. So they are sins against God. Those are people whom God is going to judge. So what God has to say about sex position. And this topic, whatever opinion you have, it's good. So each and everyone found an opinion on about this topic. So whatever opinion you have, that is good for you, you believe. What is a opinion other they have, that's what they believe. But here we want to bring all together to seek the mind of God. Is it any scripture talking about sexual position in the Bible? No. You know, we have been searching, you have been searching, you know, in the Bible, nothing about sex positions. The only scripture in the Bible or where we can find they talk about sex position, they say about he lie or he lay with his wife, and he lay and he lie, that's what. And that topic, many people take it, they say it's a sex position, which means a woman should be down and the man should be on top. But the Bible itself does not say a woman should be down and the man should be on top. The Bible talk about lay or lie, whatever you can call about it. He lay down with his wife and they have a child. He lay down. So how did they lay down? What kind of position of lay down? Is it lay down, just a straight lay down and the man on top? Is a side to side lay down? Is a missionary position? Because that's what people call, they say, lay down is a missionary position, but the Bible does not really clarify about that. They say lay down. So in the word and word together, some people say they have sex, or they sleep together, and the Bible gives us a word say lay down. So is it sex position there? So it's answer between you and me. So what we know, there's nothing about sex position. What the Bible say, you should have this type of position which is godly, and this type of sex position is ungodly. There's nothing like that, and in the scripture God does not clarify things like that, and it's very hard for us to speak, say this is what God says. We can't say what God does not say, because in the Bible nothing has been written about that.
Yeah, so it's very much important that also you come in agreement, be sure of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Not let your husband is happy and then you are not happy about the sex position. That can bring misunderstanding in your marriage. So it's very much important that you come in agreement and agree on one thing. Are we going to be doing sex position, or we're just gonna keep having the missionary position forever?
Yeah.
So it's up to you to decide. It's not by force that we're telling you to do it, but it's up to you and God to decide.
We're gonna read in the book of I think Philippians chapter 2 verse 3 to 4.
Yes. Philippians 2:3-4, the Bible says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. 4, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others.
Yeah. Here the Bible talk about the value between husband and wife, and don't just focus on your own interest, but also the value of others, the opinion of others. As an husband and wife, whatever you want to introduce into your sexual life should not be by your own interest, which means that because I want this position, therefore we should do it. No, there need to be communication. They need to talk to your husband and wife. Let both of you agree to the position. And if the couple allow and agree they are happy to the position, yes, they should go with it. If that position it bring you closer, bring your love closer, your marriage closer, nothing wrong about it. But it should not be as a reinforce, as a using and reinforce, forcing. It should be each and everyone is happy. You talk to your wife, or your wife talk to you, and you agree about it. Let's try, let's see how it is, and both of you practice it. And if you find it's happy, go ahead, not just to impose. Yeah.
And everyone should be comfortable as well. Be comfortable with what you're doing. Let your wife be comfortable, and let your husband be comfortable as well.
Yeah, it's important to be comfortable with it. If you are not comfortable with it, don't do it. The problem which we have in Christians community, it's the problem of conscience. If your conscience is telling you that this is ungodly, don't do it.
Don't do it,
because you will stay with that judgment and consciously, hitting you so badly. But if there's nothing in your mind, you can still doing the sex position that is not bad. It's even good. Because there are so many reasons. If you want to talk about sex position, Christians believe that missionary position is the holy position for Christians, but there are so many reasons about sex position. There are so many couples who have got sickness, back problem, they cannot lay down. There are so many things which is going on in different couples, which will lead them to do whatever position men and or men found or women found is comfortable for them, or maybe the position which men want that this help me to last longer. Nothing wrong about that. What God has blessed, let be blessed. And the sex is a precious gift which God has given to the church. Why not enjoy it and embrace it? Why not explore, find out more? Why focus like you are doing things with fear and not be happy? But somebody else there, a fornicator out there, is happy with it. He do it the way you want to do it. But you have been married in the right way. You've been waiting upon the Lord. Now it's a time to enjoy it and be happy about it. All right, let's read in the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 4 to 5.
Yes, First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 4 to 5, the Bible reads, "The wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields it to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his body, but yields it to his wife." Number 5, "Do not deprive each other, perhaps by mutual consent, for a time, so that you may devote yourself to prayer. Then come together again, so that Satan will not tempt you because of lack of self-control."
It's very much important to know that an husband and a wife, you have no authority to your body.
Yes.
That means that you can't just make a decision to your body. You know, you need to consult your wife, and as well as your wife, consult your husband. Do not deprive yourself from sex, except through prayers. You know, then so that you cannot fall into temptation. There's really a big problems when it comes to sex. You know, in Christian community, in Christian marriage today, many Christians are going through divorce and they are into marriage. They are not enjoying sex because of not really get a clarification about sex position.
Yes.
And they are in the marriage, but they are not really happy. So it's very much important, you know, to communicate with your wife. Speak to her husband, wife, speak to your husband. Whatever position will come up, you know, try it. And if both of you are happy about it, then go ahead. I don't see anything in the Bible which should say that you should not having sex position, you know, only missionary position. So even if within missionary position, there are also positions, different positions within within a missionary position. So it's not just about to lay down, because the Bible does not say a woman will just lay down and the man should be on top. And it's where other churches are, you know, they have make a doctrine and you know, based on this, that because the man is the head of the house, therefore you should not allow a woman to be on top of you. There's nothing about that. I believe sex is fun, sex is happiness, sex is enjoyable, and sex is, you know, is a happiness. Therefore we need to explore and enjoy life.
Yes, and I believe you've enjoyed this video. Please check out the video that we did previously about sex in Christian marriages, and then share this video as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We've got more videos coming up, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.